So, today, let's talk about the horrible photographer that you are. Oh, so before you switch off already, let's discuss something. So let's say you took your time and you're like, man, I really want to post something. I want it to go big or whatever the case may be, or I want people to really like it, and you post it and nothing. Or you post and in the comment section all you get is you're horrible, oh, this is the worst thing ever, whatever the case may be. And it could be like your kid jumping around, it doesn't. Or it could be like this banger shot, just this is like the best picture you ever took in your life, and nothing except trolls. Well, it is amazing how much this happens. And photographers really blast each other. It's really quite something. I've seen it in several different either platforms or groups or whatever, and they just rip on the other people. It's quite surprising, actually. It's like you don't even want to be around other photographers because it's so bad. You suck, you're horrible, you're bringing the industry down, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. And like there was somebody that posted just a couple days ago in this group. I'm starting out in the business, and the rates were what they were. They weren't high, and they weren't. But anyway, there was like 30 comments from other photographers about how you're bringing us all down, and you're the worst, and you're this, and you're that, and the woman's like, you've got to be kidding me. It's really surprising how people are. The whole, you're horrible, you're horrible. That's, isn't that a bit much, don't you think? Because your horrible pictures is something that you like. Your horrible pictures is what interests you. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that you have to go off on everybody else. My gosh, it's just so venomous. Venomous. I don't know. Maybe I'm not saying that right, but whatever the case is, it's not good. And it's just so much of it. You're horrible, you're this, you're that. You liked it. Other people liked it. I've had people tell that to me. I've had stuff in art galleries, and I post it online, and you'll get a handful of likes, and then you'll get, this whole, you're the worst, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. It's like, this was just up in a gallery, and it sold. And yet you're telling me that I'm horrible. Why are you telling me that I'm horrible? Is it because you're horrible? And sometimes, I can tell you this, I'll look at the person's profile or whatever. I'll go into their stuff, and it's like, really? You're talking to me? I don't think that you should be doing that. I don't know. It's just, it's phenomenal to me the way people are, and even like if it's a paid shoot and you're photographing your kid and their kid's running all over the place and you're trying the best you can because the parents have no control over their kid, but you still get some really good ones in there, and they rip on you, and it's kind of like, really? That's like a really good one right there. He's actually looking at me. There's a little bit of a smile there, I don't know. I don't get it. The pixel popping stuff is really just quite phenomenal to me. So, here's some inspiration and some hope. You're not as bad as you think because of what they think. Number one. Number two, I've had people in the photography world, as you could say, just completely destroy me. But then you look at their stuff and it's like, it's good, but it's not like, the best thing you've ever seen. and then they'll point out photographers. This is who you should be like, and then you look at them and you're like, really? That guy's, you know, like like a portrait photographer, and they got stuff coming out of people's back of the heads and whatnot, and then they're like, that's who you should emulate, and you're like, but that's not very good. In fact, that's actually kind of bad. You know, I don't know. It's just it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. So don't get up. Keep doing your bad pictures. You know, keep doing them. Keep growing at it. Keep moving at it. You know, and the rules. You know, there's like these unspoken rules. Like in a landscape shot, you can't have telephone wires in, but sometimes the wires actually make the shot better. You know, or you shouldn't have other people in the shot. You know, well, sometimes the people make it better because they add scale or context to it. It makes it more interesting. You know, I mean, there's all different types of unspoken rules, but sometimes the unspoken rules are the better ones. You know, they really are. And you look at the masters, and a lot of times they did that. So, you know, just because the internet says so doesn't mean it is so. So keep taking your pictures, no matter how horrible and disgusting they are. To the next one.